Okay, hello everybody, and this is the Slim Nation. Welcome to the Slim Nation, where we always slim talking. And today, I have a guest, a special guest with me, and her name is Elvira H. Johnson Williams.
That'd be me.
And yes, and she is president of the Wilson Ward Civic League, Wilson Ward Gosport Civic League here in the wait a minute, got a little interference there. All right, we're good. And
Okay.
we're here today to talk about an event that's coming up this Saturday that was spearheaded by uh, Miss Johnson Williams, and it's sort of ahead of a citywide event that's coming up. But she came up with this idea some time ago and put it together. And I'm going to let her talk about it and tell about what's going on. And we appreciate you coming on our one-on-one on the Slim Nation. How you doing today?
I am fantastic. Nervous, but fantastic.
Yeah, nervous not about being on here because you've done these plenty of times. You're kind of nervous about the event that's coming up because it's a big deal and it's a lot of
It
people
really is.
involved. And anytime you have a lot of people involved, it's something to be nervous about. You want everything to fall in place, but you be prepared for whatever might happen. So go ahead and explain. Well, first tell us your vision and tell how this came about.
Well, riding down Portsmouth Boulevard one day, I just kept looking and I got a little disheartened, I guess that's the word. And I said, this city looks a hot mess. We need to start cleaning up our city. And I pondered over it and I pondered over it and I was like, let's clean up Portsmouth Boulevard. I don't know why I chose Portsmouth Boulevard, but common sense said you live in Portsmouth. That's the name of the street. Let's clean it up. So I opened my mouth at a city council meeting, and it's been on since then. And moving like popcorn, I tell you, we be popping too. Um, I chose Portsmouth Boulevard simply because that's the name of our city. That's the main reason. And driving down Portsmouth Boulevard in certain areas, it is a hot mess. Um, if we got to start somewhere, so why not there? So I asked everyone to come out or to be a part of this, and it has really ballooned. As of yesterday, I should say we have 21 different organizations that have called to sign up to be a part of this cleanup, which I think is awesome and fantastic. I'm still getting phone calls from our private citizens. From all over Portsmouth. It's not just historic Truxton or North Truxton or Brighton or Cavalier Mountain. I mean, it's coming from everywhere. And we're blessed because we got a mayor that loves his city. We do. And I talked to him for a little bit and got some names. Ended up over at the casino. Talked to the CEO over there, Mr. Roy Corby, I believe is his name, and he hooked me up with Miss Melissa Ramsey, and we got together and decided that we can serve lunch over at the casino after the cleanup is done. I think I think more people wanted to do this than not. From what I'm hearing, everybody is excited. So um, let's get it done. Green Lakes had their cleanup last Saturday, and I went out and worked with them to clean up airline, Greenwood Drive, and all up in that area, which was nice. It wasn't a big turnout, but we turned out still. And so we're going to do it this weekend up and down Portsmouth Boulevard, Rodman Avenue, Gus Lane, Cavalier Minor, Turnpike Road, wherever. And then next Saturday, we do a citywide cleanup. So I'm saying we don't have to always have it scheduled. We can just want to do it, clean up where you live. That way we can be proud or prouder of the city of Portsmouth. I'm Portsmouth proud. I know I am because I look at what I have been blessed with or tasked with to do. And the good news for me is it works. It works for us. As I stated last night, it's not a me thing, it's not an I thing, it's a us thing. It's about us living here in the city of Portsmouth and what we want to show people who we are. We are a united community. We are not divided as some would believe that we are. This is also another way to get our children out to do something positive, not just for the city, but for themselves as well, because community service goes a long, long way. And when I start thinking of stuff, and everybody in the Civic League already know, my mind never shuts down when it comes to Gosport Civic League. It's always something we can do to give back to the community. And in so doing, we do it praying and hoping that our children jump on board and help us as well. This is just a jump start to what we can do and who we are. I know this can be a better city. If we can put pencils and pens and rakes and lawnmowers and stuff in our children's hands, their hands be too full to hold a gun. So let's get rid of the guns. I am so thankful that the police department, the sheriff department, I wish I could name everybody. Of all the entities that's coming on board to help, and they're bringing children along with them, and this is good. This is really good, not just for the city, but for the citizens and our children. Community service goes a long way with our children. So this is a start, I pray.
Yeah, and I would say this is nothing new for the Wilson Ward Gosport Civic League. Every year we've been doing a cleanup like this in the areas that we represent. But I think to explain your nervousness, is expanded now coming down Portsmouth Boulevard from the shipyard. If people know the area of Portsmouth, from the shipyard on Portsmouth Boulevard all the way down and going around into Cavalier Manor area.
Yes.
And what's important about that, even some of those areas along Portsmouth Boulevard, other civic leagues are getting involved to take care of their area and bringing people out. And one of the things I think that might be significant about this effort or this event is it will encourage, hopefully, other people to take care and clean up year round. We see people sometimes disrespecting their own neighborhood by throwing trash out and everything, but hopefully seeing a collective effort by members of the neighborhood and people that don't even live in the neighborhood. I got a call from a friend of mine today that lives in Churchland.
Yeah,
he wants to come out and and join this effort because he feels like it's a part of Portsmouth.
It is.
And following up, and you want to present a certain image. It's about a lot of things. You have the crime and everything, but it's also important the aesthetics or the appearance. When people come to the city, especially now we have the casino, and a lot of people will be traveling through the city that haven't been here. And I also like to point out that the casino has been here a short time, but they have been a great corporate neighbor to our communities, being involved ever since they got here. Even before they opened, they were involved in efforts, and they made that commitment, and they're following through. And while they're making money, they're putting a lot of it back into the community.
They are. They really are. And they have volunteers, so they have a group of their own that's coming out Saturday to clean up. I was supposed to give them a rain date, but from what I heard last night at council, when I was trying to tell them we needed a rain date, everybody hollered at me and tell me we got raincoats. So
yeah, but let me say this. You have never been a person that let rain stop you. I remember going back a few years ago. We had an event at a place, and the prediction was rain, and you never said, "Well, Miss Elvira was going to be there," and you believe in prayer, and you prayed, and it didn't rain at all that day. And the last function, the coldest night in the city of Portsmouth, it rained all day up until the point where the event was supposed to start. So rain is predicted, scattered showers. That means it could be off and on. But this effort still is going to go on, and I think like people said last night, we have raincoats, or if it pours down, people can go away for a while and then come back. But it's so important that we show the rest of the city, to get it done. It's been something that's been planned, and I think people are ready to go for it. And who knows what the weather's been like? We might not get any rain, but we're prepared for
Might
that.
not.
We're
Well,
prepared for
I'm praying that we don't have rain. As I used to joke with Reverend Henry P. Jones from Nova Street. He said, "How big is your faith?" I said, "About big as a mustard seed." He said, "You're a mess."
that.
But I do believe that I know. I not only do I believe it, I know with certainty. God knows what we're trying to do in this city because He knows the nation is in trouble. He knows that this city has gotten a bad rap simply because people want to put everything on Portsmouth. Elvira believes that people come from other localities and bring their mess to Portsmouth just to give us a bad rap. So it's time for them to just pack up and get gone and go home. You want to do dirt? Go home and do it. Get out of our city. You're no longer welcome to. That's the way I look at that.
Ever, I would talk about the time for people because some people might just show up,
Okay.
if they know the time, especially if they know the route is along Portsmouth Boulevard involving their neighborhood. They might just walk out of the house and say, let me pick up a bag and put some of the trash in there. So what
Okay.
time?
Well, Elvira is going to be there at 6:45. I have to be there that early because I got equipment coming in, like either gloves, the vest. We already got vests, thank God for the Coast Guard or I should say Commander James Cullen. He's provided us with our own vest, but the city is coming to bring some more because it has gotten larger than I had anticipated, and I'm thankful that it has. So I will be there around 6:45, just so that I can start breaking down what each individual group is going to need. And also I'm having food delivered between 7 and 7:30 so that people can get them something hot to eat before we get started at 8 a.m. It actually starts at 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. But I'm trying to get there early enough so people can get their vests, gloves, trash bags, picker-uppers, people that's bringing their own edgers, they clippers, they trimmers or whatever. Hopefully gas started because we don't have any electricity out there. Because like I keep saying, we're not cleaning that, we're cleaning up. And I have been around to the Civic League meetings, and I'm apologetic to the Historic Trucks and Civic League meetings because I got so much on my plate. I forgot that one, but I have been in touch with their president, Chester Benton, as well as his secretary, Goldie. But that's the time. Elvira will be there at 6:45. Anyone who wants to come early?
That's at the Olympic Sports Club.
At the Olympian Sports Club. The address is 3235 Portsmouth Boulevard. It's the Olympian Sports Club, and we will be on front. I like to be inclusive, so that means anybody riding down the street can be a part of this. If you want to come on in. What I will ask, once we finish cleaning up Portsmouth Boulevard and head to the casino, I'm asking everyone to park on the Victory Boulevard side because that's the door we have to go through, especially if we got children. All children not all children, but you have to have adults accountable for all the children that are coming. Children can go into the building. They will not be allowed in the casino under no circumstances.
But they can go in the front building,
go in the front door,
go to your left, and go down that hall, and it's an area
and then go across to the right to the event room. Mm-hmm. We are asking that everybody make sure that the kids stay close to them. They cannot be running around, running up and down the hallway, acting foolish, and none of that. We cannot have that in the casino area, but we won't be that. We'll bypass all of that, but it's a little walk. For anyone that has difficulty walking, this is the awesome part because I've asked all these questions. We can have them dropped off at the door. We got a wheelchair waiting for them if need be. We even got a little golf cart in there if we have to do that.
Yeah, and it's for the people that are participating in the cleanup.
Yeah,
you're not going to be checked to see if you have, but we're depending on your honesty. It's not a open thing for anybody to come in there and eat. This is to serve the people that actually were out there working.
We will be serving the people that are out there working only because the casino has graciously stepped up and going to provide food for 100 people. That's how many sandwiches, box lunches we will have. It's for 200 people. We agreed on 100 ham, 100 turkey. With that, it's I think it's a cookie, some chips, and maybe some pasta salad, soda, and or a drink. And we are requesting that you get one box per person to make sure that everyone can get something to eat. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
how we're gonna do that. But you
That's
can meet me if you want to come there early. In our civic league, Mrs. I love all my, as James used to call them, the angels. I love all my angels. We have one young lady. She get mad with me when I call her Miss Francis, but I love her. But she cannot do no walking. So I have already. She wants to do something. So of course I'm gonna find something for her to do. If it ain't nothing but sit in the chair and point to the sandwiches and tell them to get one.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody likes to have something to do. I've learned that. As
Hmm.
long as you got something to do and you're a part of something, then you feel included in it. You're not omitted at all. With Wilson Ward Gosport Civic League, I love the fact that we work ever so well together. And I love the fact that that y'all love me enough to even want to do this.
Yes.
Because I don't, it's called loving on each other. We just love on each other. And I know that's how this city can be. And if we can get that message out to our children and our teenagers and our want to be young adults, because we want them to get to be grown adults, let's start loving on each other. Let's fight. If we're gonna fight fisticuffs, at least tomorrow morning you can wake up and be friends again. Let's put these guns down. This is the beginning of something brand new in Portsmouth. I know it can work because I feel it.
Yeah. I mean, this has a multi-purpose. You know, of course, the main thing is to clean up
Mhm.
and make our streets look presentable, but it's also showing that we can cooperate together, different neighborhoods, different communities, different citizens,
Mhm.
and encourage the youth to come out there and give up their Saturday morning to do something like this because it plants a seed in our youth, letting them know that
Uh,
public service is something that we always have to give back to your community because a lot of things that they were afforded as young kids or
you got
afforded
that right.
being young kids are done through the school system or charities that look out for kids. So it's always good to learn how to give back as you grow into your adulthood. So it's a multi-purpose thing for
It
this
is.
event that's going on.
Let me throw this out there at you. Now I'm gonna show you how good this city works together. Everybody know that North Naval Shipyard is the biggest employer on this side, and we do it all. But I'm gonna give you a list of organizations that have joined us thus far, and it's steadily growing, by the way.
Yeah, please do.
And right off the top, I got the United States Coast Guard. Commander James Cullen and I have been working together real well on this project. And he's pulling folks out of the Navy Shipyard, Norfolk Naval Shipyard, Portsmouth Naval Hospital. He got a group coming in, hopefully from Virginia Beach if weather permits or whatever. Then we got the men from Zion Baptist Church, being led by a young pastor by the name of Fritz Roy. And then we got the Brighton Prentice Park Civic League, the Historic Truxton Civic League, the Cavalier Manor Civic League has joined forces with us. We got the Afro Dogs and Thunder and Lightning Motorcycle Clubs. They've joined forces with us. Pilgrim's Lodge, 1651, Olympian Sports Club, the Commissioner of Revenue. We got the police department, the sheriff department, the citizens of Portsmouth, the city of Portsmouth. You got the city manager, the mayor. You got folks coming in from all sorts. You got the Grand Order. What is it? The United Grand Lodge of Virginia. They're coming in with 40 some odd people, I think. You got Rivers Casino, of course, and you got Stallings Lawn Care. You got LYF, which means Love Yourself First. This is a young lady. She's starting her business. She want to come out and help and whatever. I got people calling me from, Murrayfields, Belvedere. I got folks calling everywhere, just want to be a part of what we're doing. That's what you call coming together, united as a community. We get out here and get this done. This is just step one. This is phase one. There is something better coming down the pike. I know it is because we're gonna get these kids. We're gonna get our children back because we gotta grab them back before they get too far gone with the negative and bring them back to the positive. That's what I want.
It's also good to note that, and you mentioned people, a lot of those people live in those areas, but
Yes,
a lot of other people from different areas are coming too. And I encourage other
got it.
people from Churchland to come out here because when it comes time for church, areas in church and that need that support and help. People from this side will go out and do the same
Bill,
thing, and that's forcing people working together, for the
it's
for the
called
common
Portsmouth.
goal, and that's the
Portsmouth
main
Pride.
thing. We talk about the politicians and the policymakers, and they have a responsibility they have to do too. But we have a responsibility as citizens also
Too.
to not sit back and only complain or talk about what our politicians are not doing. They have their job to do, and we can hold them accountable. But they can hold us accountable as well for
As
doing our
well.
part as citizens. And this
Mm-hmm.
is one of those events that will give us an opportunity to put our work where our mouth is and get out there and and help out in this effort. And I think
Yeah.
it's a great effort, to show something that we all knew that Portsmouth had in the spirit of giving back to our
So
community.
we're a village. We are a village. See, in
We are,
Portsmouth, what some folks want to do is to divide us. And I know we cannot be divided. It is too critical, too crucial at this time. We have to come. We can hate each other in our own private time, but right now we better love each other publicly because the media is having a ball trying to make us look bad when we know we ain't.
yeah, and I always say it, and many people have said in the conversations when we talk to our elected officials, we say, our youth are watching you, but they're
Yeah.
watching us too. They're watching
So,
all adults, and to see us doing something like this has to have some
yeah.
kind of effect on our youth.
Well, the
And
good news is you gonna see not just youth out here. I got a young lady that called me. I think she said she's 81, 82.
mhm,
I said, God bless you. You don't have to do this. Yeah, I want to do this. She said, I'm coming out. You can't stop me. I said, I wouldn't dare try. I wouldn't dare try to stop you.
yeah,
Anybody and everybody that want to be on board, just check with me because a whole lot of spots haven't even been uh, done to the point who's going to work where.
yeah, and just
But we can always assign wherever we see the need. That's where you're going to go. It's just that simple.
it'll be something for everybody. Just
Everybody.
know your limitations. Sometimes we might overdo it, but and we don't want anybody to overdo it to the
You
point
got
where they might need assistance. But it'll be something for you to do. Just come on out, and most people, like you said, that lady at 81, it's just in her
Yeah.
spirit to be a
She
part
just
of it.
she called
And
me.
some,
We ended up talking. She said she was very bashful. She was very shy. She never thought that she would be calling me. She said, I don't know you from Adam. I said, it's okay. We could talk. And she said, I just want to clean up. I'm just tired of looking at the city look like this. This is the message we want to give everybody.
yeah,
We want to clean up our city. And we're going to get tired, prayerfully. People going to get tired of seeing these folks like you, me, and this 81-year-old woman out there picking up trash. They could have kept in their car and take it on home because that's where they're going anyway. You're
yeah,
going home anyway. Take your trash with you. It don't have to be thrown out. If you got a trash in your car, carry your trash bag in your car and
yeah.
put it in there. Instead of
And
throwing it
so,
out on the street and looking for the citizens, not the citizens, looking for city workers to come and clean up your mess. They got enough to do. They don't have the time to clean up your mess. So let's help them help us. And that's the way I look at it. It's called
yeah, it's
you
also
scratch my
important.
back, I scratch yours. When the young lady
Yeah,
said to
it's
me,
so
the city
important.
need to come out and the city need to come and do this and the city need to do that. And I'm crazy enough to ask the question, what are you doing? What exactly is it that you're doing? For you ask the city to do something, what are you doing? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I did tell her, the city ain't coming to clean up your yard. That's your yard. It's not their job. So let's make this our yard. The city of Portsmouth belongs to us. Let's clean up our yard. That's the way I'm gonna look at that. So
Yeah, because they
let's
don't
roll
normally
about
they'll
this.
come and pick up like the the daily trash that you have gathered and put out there for them. So look at it the same way, and hopefully
Yeah.
this will people, because a lot of the things that are being cleaned up along Portsmouth Boulevard abuts people's personal property. So, once it's
Mm-hmm.
cleaned up, then they have taken on the responsibility to keep it up that way. So,
Yeah.
and make sure encourage your neighbor to keep his up. So, it'll
That's it.
continuously look, and it's a good time going into the spring to have this overgrowth,
It is
sort
that.
of cut back, and then it's
So we're
easier to
going
keep
back
up
to our
once it's
yard
cut.
of yeah, we're going back to our yard of the month again because it made a difference when we did it before. And so the yard of
Yeah,
the month
people.
will be active yet again this year, thank God, so that we can just entice people to want to keep their yards looking nice, to want to
Yeah,
be happy to drive down such and such a street and it looks good, you know. So let's do it. So this is our front door. We are looking out our front door. When we get in our cars and we hit the street, we're looking at our front yard. That's everybody in the city of Portsmouth, regardless of what little community you live in. You looking at your front yard. When you walk out there and you see a big mess in your front yard, pick it up. That's all I want to say. Just pick it up.
yes, indeed. Yes, you pick it up. Just show responsibility. Well, I
That's
want to thank
it.
you, Ms. Elvira Johnson Williams, president of the Wilson Ward Gosport Civic League, for coming on the Slim Nation one-on-one with Slim, and telling us about this event Saturday. And we want to make sure that everybody comes out and that wants to come out and be a part of it. It's going to be a great day. And if you have any last words, go ahead and say them now, and then we'll be signing off.
My last words are, we love Portsmouth. I'm Portsmouth proud. You are too. You done told me so. Come on out. I'll see you Saturday morning, no later than 8 a.m. at the Olympian Sports Club for those that's coming that way. If not, see you at Sportsplex, or I see you at Mount Carmel Baptist Church, or I see you at the casino. Looking forward to everyone being out. Have a great day. See you on Saturday, rain or shine.
Okay, thanks a lot, everybody, and we appreciate you joining us live here on Facebook and on the YouTube channel for Slim Nation One-on-One. Take care, and remember, be aware, be informed, and as always, be involved. Thank you. See
All
you
right.
next time.
Thanks, James. Talk to you soon.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.